My name is Malvika Vardhan, and I've had the pleasure today to meet so many people who've used collaboration as their greatest strength to create partnerships that are strong, long-lasting, so they can come out of these crisis situations and times stronger than they went in. So firstly, welcome Yvonne, welcome Abeer, so lovely to meet you.
Thank you, Malvika.
Could you please tell our audience what you do and what you were doing pre this partnership?
Okay, so my name is Abeer Syed, and I've been a member of the BNI Synergy chapter for about 4.5 years now. I am a qualified chartered accountant. I have my own audit practice here, and I was just the outgoing president in the previous term. And I've known Yvonne for about almost a year now. And we started our discussions in the end of Jan, where we thought that instead of just having a pure referral relationship, we should actually consider collaborating. And the BNI platform was ideal for that, as we had a lot of common contact spheres, a lot of clients where we could actually work together and bring our services in-house rather than having to do it externally.
Lovely.
And that was just the start of a beautiful relationship.
Beautiful. And what about you, Yvonne? How long have you been a part of BNI? What's been your story till 2020?
Okay, so my name's Yvonne Spiller, and I originally was a member for 7 years. I started in 2013. I had a 1-year break, and then I missed BNI so much that I decided to come back.
Wow.
And I joined BNI Energizers in February this year.
Lovely, lovely. And then February of this year is when COVID struck all of us, right?
Yes, it did. And Abeer approached me, and I was surprised and honoured to think that Affinax Partners were considering their growth and thinking of me as part of their growth as well, bringing a new division into their company. So I was really, really honoured. I had lots of doubts, questions in my mind, and I didn't quite know which way to go. I had to look at the pros and cons as well, because it was a big decision to actually become a director of their company. But unfortunately, in January, I had a personal issue that I had to address. So I actually put this collaboration on the back burner for a little while.
Right.
I carried on talking to Abeer, but then COVID hit and the pandemic arrived and everything slowed down. My clients were very concerned about this, and they were looking at their business continuity plans that we had put in place and how we could make sure that their staff were on staff rotation outside their office complexes. And we then carried on working with this. But I realised I needed to gain more work for FCS consultants. And I thought, how am I going to do this with pandemic on? And I joined the SOS, which was Support on Sundays program.
Nice.
Which BNI actually put together. And I had some very wonderful, fantastic one-to-ones across chapter. Also, I collaborated with some of the members. But there was one session that Wendy Shaw, the BNI master trainer, she said something in that one session that made me realise something. And she said that BNI members should consider collaborating and also looking at projects that they can work together on.
Yeah.
And I started thinking about that, and then I realised that I needed to make contact with Abeer again.
Yeah.
Because I realised then that there was collaboration to be involved in both FCS and Affinax.
Sure.
And that's how we started talking. And
Lovely.
we realised actually that it was a win-win situation, wasn't it?
Definitely. I mean, we were looking at actually growing. During the pandemic, business did slow down, but we realized that this is not a moment to be negative, but actually be positive. And the way we wanted to see ourselves grow was to actually have someone like Yvonne with a lot of capability, a lot of skills, and a lot of vast clientele, which we were able to actually serve from our services as well. So as Yvonne mentioned, it definitely was a win-win.
Lovely. And that's the story of your partnership. How long now have you been in partnership with one another?
Since middle of March.
Middle of March.
Over
Lovely.
6
And
months.
what does the way forward look like?
It's great. It's really, really good. We're really working on some fantastic projects together. We've been able to work with Affinax partners with their client base, because they have a vast client base, and with that offer our services as ISO quality management to those clients, and keep it in-house, which is good, and also find more collaboration with partners in the BNIUAE outside of BNI as well.
Incredible. Incredible.
Growth is something which is important, and we realized that organic growth is just too slow. So the best way for us to add to our existing services was to have experts in their subject matters like Yvonne join us. So I think going forward we'll be having one more individual joining us, a Canadian CPA who specializes in corporate finance.
Lovely.
And in addition to that, we'll also be looking at expanding geographically. So we've already been supporting our clients in Bahrain and Saudi, and next up probably would be Kuala Lumpur, Singapore, and potentially Israel with the opening of the bilateral treatment agreement. We've actually connected with member firms in BNI in Israel, and we're looking at collaborating how we can help their clients in UAE and how our clients in UAE can be helped in Israel.
Beautiful. A great story about not just bouncing back but bouncing forward out of COVID. So
definitely.
wonderful to hear this. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing your story with us.
Thank you,
Thank you
Malvika.
very much.
Thank you.